Hey, folks, it's good to be here again, and I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to release another video. My name is Richard, and I'm recording on behalf of Life for Living Well. And I hope that wherever you are in the world today, have the opportunity to watch this video or listen to it. May it able to help you. So let's get started. The topic of my the video today is 5 ways to handle toxic people. Yes, the headline sound catchy, but this is the way I want you to say it. Think about some of the animals that carry a toxin in their body. So it shows that when a human being or other animals have a contact with them, this can actually result to a deadly result. Could we say the same thing about human being? So, firstly, I need to clarify with you guys. Personally, I don't believe that another human being was born toxic. I believe that, however, I believe that people have a toxic behavior which is harmful to themselves and harmful to everyone that they have a contact with. Some people do have a behavior that cause emotional, mentally, and psychological damage to people that have contact with them, unfortunately. And I hope that if you are suffering from the effect of someone like this, my hope for you that you have your recovery soon as possible. And I hope this video could help you to identify individual with a toxic behavior and how you can handle them. So let's get started. Number one, number one that you should do when you have a toxic person in your life. Sometimes it's very difficult one to do, and it's also the easiest one to do. And it's difficult, especially when it's involved family. It's difficult, especially when it involve a long-term relationship where you have children and you have house, you have investment together, and it's really difficult to just walk away. So number one, you should consider to do when when you find yourself in this kind of energy of people, because the damage they will done into your life is enormous, is to walk away. So you might ask me what is exactly toxic. Um, I'm talking more about something more psychologically more deeper, when somebody bring you down constantly or damage your emotions or your psychological mind, or play a lot of games mind, or manipulating and exploiting you, or using you for their own gain and your resources and your time. So number one, walk away, and don't spend your time or your life to try to fix another person. You cannot fix or save anybody. You can only save yourself. Number two, there is no run away from this one, is to know yourself. So there's a great Chinese philosopher that once said that to win any battle, know yourself. How truth is this is know how you feel personally. So when you spend time with people that carry toxicity in their life or have a toxic behavior, what you should pay attention to is how do you feel when you spend time with this individual? How do you feel after have experience of sharing space with them? Don't ignore your feelings. And what most people do is to get disconnected from their body and just focus on their head or their mind alone, rationalizing it. And they stay longer in abusive environment than is necessary. But in only way to even identify that you are in a toxic environment is to be able to know yourself inward and outside. So know what exactly that trigger you. Number three, you have to take responsibility for your actions and inactions. So when you say nothing, you actually say something. So let your yes be your yes and let your no be your no. It's similar to number two, because you cannot really have a boundary unless you really get to know yourself. But getting to know yourself will allow number three to easily implement in your life. You're able to set a boundary with the people that you have a contact with. You're able to know what you can accept, what you cannot accept. You'll be able to, let's say, for example, you kind of person that don't like to take a call from 9 o'clock in the night, and you have an individual that can call you whenever they want. They call it spontaneous. For you, is your boundary violation. So you will be able to take action by being assertive, by being uh, by being clear and expressive with what you do, and make sure that you'll be able to take actions when this boundary is constantly violated. In some cases, you will find some kind of other people that they also have a very toxic behavior, but not necessarily harmful, but might be harmful for your peace of mind. People that are very codependent by nature, people that are very needy, they don't always focus on your needs, so they focus more on their own emotional needs, and they constantly, you have to constantly put on your boundary and constantly express, which can be very tiring. But what I always suggest to you that you have to prepare to take actions. So when all other platform has been explored. So that takes me to number four. There's something I call a check. You should do a check with all the people, especially people you spend 60% of your time with. So you should see how much it costs you to maintain this friendship. Even when you have the opportunity to make a new connection, you should always ask yourself, how much is going to cost me to maintain this friendship? I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and financially. Your well-being comes first. When you don't have enough, you cannot give to other people. So in order to live your life and live your life in a way that leads you to the highest goal, friends are great. When you have amazing friends in your life, they could make your path easier. And when you also have the opposite of that, they could derail you, they could destroy you, it could delay you unnecessarily. You could wasting your time and your energy and your resources on a wrong person. So it takes wisdom, it takes understanding to able to decide what can I give to this person. You don't always have to cut people off from your life, but sometimes you have to learn how to promote some people in your life. You have to know how to demote some people in your life. You also have to know how to delete your people in your life. And to do that, you're able to do the air check, like you regularly do your car check every year. So I suggest to you that if you can't do any of the first three, this number four, try to put into practice to regularly text the people that you spend 60% of your time with. Look how these people benefiting you in the next 3 years, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, financially. Are they the kind of people that are encouraging you to take you away from your main goal? Are they encouraging you to wasting your time, to wasting your money? So these are the things that you have to focus on if you really want to get rid of a toxic person in your life. And the last one is, and it's the easiest one and it's also the most difficult one. Uh, Viktor Frankl once said in one of his books, Man's Search for Meaning, he said, when we face with a situation we are no longer able to change, we are challenged to change ourselves. So what I'm saying to you as number five is change yourself. So the question is, how do you change yourself? So mostly it start within you. Start within you, start working on you. What is it that these people, this group giving you that you are not able to give yourself? And that is a moment for you. And that is sometimes you could do this work by yourself, or you could do this work by look for external help that can help you, like a life coach, like a therapy, thing that will boost your own self-confidence, esteem, things that will make you less over depend on the outside of you. And the more you do this, the more you focus on changing yourself, working on yourself, then you lose the grip of these people in your life. So these are the 5 ways you can handle the toxic people. And I hope that this message helps someone. And if you have any question, please feel free to contact me through the email. Just drop me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you have an amazing day and have a beautiful day. Thank you, everyone.